tell me what's going through your mind in this moment.
Well, I'm incredibly grateful. I'm sorry, I can't even speak. I'm incredibly grateful to be home. I'm incredibly grateful to my family, to my friends, to President Biden for getting me home, for getting all of us home. And honestly, all you think about when you're in prison is how you didn't appreciate being free while you were free. There's no way to understand what it's like to be in prison unjustly and not have any way out. And so it's been a long time coming. It was probably the most difficult thing I've ever been through. It was a struggle every day. But I had incredible support from family and friends. I felt a lot of love while I was in prison. And everything that they did for me is an example for me to follow for the rest of my life. And once again, I want to thank President Biden because I know he made a difficult decision that will have a lot of pressure on him on Capitol Hill, but he got us home and we're with our families, and so we're incredibly grateful, all of us.
What was your experience like being in Venezuela?
It was maddening. It was maddening. But, you know, and I say that at the same time, I want there to be good relationships between the United States government and Venezuela, because this will only end if there are good relations. And so even though I didn't like the treatment, it was horrible, it was difficult to survive, the only way for this to end is through diplomatic relations, respectful relations, and both countries coming together and finding a way to resolve their differences.
How long were you in custody for?
20 months and 20 days.
20 months. You know it exactly?
Yes, 630 days. Yes.
When you were arrested, taken into custody, what were you told? Could you believe that it was happening?
I was told that I was a spy, that I was there to commit espionage. I was charged with terrorism, conspiracy to commit terrorism, and the other charge I don't know how to translate, but it has to do with an association to commit some type of crime with other people.
So when you heard the Venezuelans say that to you, what goes through your mind?
Well, I knew that they were lying because it wasn't true. It wasn't true. They were just making things up in order to justify them detaining me. And so in order for them to put me in their maximum security prison, they had to lie. And it wasn't really a prison. It's a makeshift. They made cells in the garage of their CIA headquarters. And so they made 14 or 17 concrete cells there in the garage. It's not a prison. They assign it to their Department of Prisons, but it's not a prison. And so they keep you there in inhumane conditions, and they make your life a living hell. But the only way that that can end is through both sides saying, you know what, everyone has done something wrong in this. Let's make it right. Let's all get together and make sure that both countries have peaceful diplomatic, economic relations, and let's make this go. We got to stop the suffering there, because the Venezuelans have it worse.
When you say that they made your life a living hell, are you talking about physical mistreatment? Or?
Psychological mistreatment.
What would they do?
If you find peace there, they do everything in their power for you to lose that peace and to try to make you go crazy. They have a lot of psychological tactics that will make you, lose your temper for the smallest little things, because they're trying to make you snap. But once again, the most important thing is for peaceful economic relations. I don't want anything to be done against them in my name. I don't. I want peaceful economic relations, peaceful diplomatic relations, peaceful relations between the both countries that are respectful. I want Venezuelans, people from this country to go to Venezuela and them to come here and visit. No one can get anything out of this through anger, through hatred. If I were to come out of here filled with hate, I would have completely failed the major test of my life. And so I refuse to do that. And I see the people that I left there as family. They took care of me. They loved me. They did everything to make me survive. And I owe them everything. while at the same time that my family and friends here were doing everything to help me, I developed a family over there that helped me survive. And I can never forget that, and I can never do everything that I could possibly do for them in order to make their country better.
When you got the news that you were coming home today, could you believe it?
I still don't believe it. I still don't believe it. I'm waiting to see my family and friends and try not to cry too much. Yeah.
And then, do you worry about what it's like, what it's going to be like for you in the coming weeks and months of reacclimating? You've been gone for almost 2 years.
Yeah. That's crossed my mind. I definitely want to take the process slowly. I'm going to be doing therapy. I have to do it. It's the best thing for me. And I'm going to take as much time as I need to in order to make sure that I'm okay.
Have you been able to talk to your family yet?
My brother, not my dad. I think my dad's on his way. Hopefully I'll see him soon.
Very good.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Good luck to you, brother.